Welcome to Can I Park Here? Brought to you by FindAFashionTruck.com. Nashay and Estrell's mission is to inspire future and existing small business owners. They don't claim to be experts. They're simply trying to figure this all out, just like you.
Hello, and welcome to the 30th episode of the Can I Park Here podcast, brought to you by FindAFashionTruck.com. My name is Nashay Snow, and I'm here with
Estrell Riles.
We are super excited. We can't believe that we are 30 episodes in. I mean, it's like we just got started, like a couple of months ago?
Like the end of May, I want to say.
And I think we should be at like about 10,000 downloads right now, which is insane for like some people who are like unknowns, right? But
Right.
thanks to, I know, right? And you guys have made that possible by sharing it on your Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. So we appreciate it. And we just want to say thank you to all the people who decided to like let us interview them and share their stories. That's amazing. And people have learned so much from you all. So thank you.
And to those of you who have not had a chance to listen to our podcast, head over to startafashiontruck.com/podcast, or you can go directly to iTunes and type in Can I Park Here? Just even if you don't want to listen to the podcast, just go ahead and give us 5-star rating.
Wow. Okay. Stop telling people that. No.
I mean,
listen to the podcast.
We do encourage you to listen. So, but I'm just saying, while you're there, you can just go ahead and click on a star.
So people who are listening to this for the first time, number one, I've known Estrell for over 20 years, so we talk about each other all the time. So it's just natural. Don't think we truly hate each other. It's just when you've known someone that long, you can harass them, and she harasses me on a daily basis. Okay. So today we are going to, today is just going to be the two of us. And since it's just the two of us, we will have a video recording on YouTube. So if you head on over to YouTube and type in Find a Fashion Truck, please subscribe to our channel. You can access all of the audio recordings for any of our interviews, and then you can look at the actual videos for when it's just Estrell and I doing a podcast. And then there are also some other videos that we've created that we'll talk to you a little bit more about at the end of this episode. But for our 30th episode, we wanted to get into a couple of things. The first thing will be talking about some upgrades to Instagram and Periscope that will be beneficial to your business. And then the second thing is something that's been coming up in the Let's Talk About Fashion Truck private Facebook group. And that's like what type of content management system, otherwise known as CMS, to choose for your business, be it if you're selling products or not. Like questions like, should I have a website? And if I do, like what kind of website should I get? And if I'm selling products, which one is the best so I can also sell it in my truck? So we just wanted to not say one is better than the other, but at least give you a starting place and just go over some of the different features so you can, to help you make an informed decision about what type of site to get. But let's start with just some of the upgrades. Oh, am I starting now?
I guess I'll go first. So let's mention Periscope. Now, Periscope is fairly new, so not everybody knows about it. But with Periscope, it's basically you record a video, what you're doing live, and it lasts for 24 hours. So what you want to do is like post the video to Twitter or YouTube, so other people can see it throughout the day. But in regards to the update, so now you can record your videos in landscape, which is new versus being able to only record in portrait. So landscape is actually better. That's what you want to use for video recording anyway. But with the portrait, you don't even really get to see anything. So landscape is I forgot what I was going with this.
Know that for the YouTube subscribers, you guys get to see all the mistakes. This is definitely staying in.
I literally had like a blank in my head. Like, but anyway, okay. So with Periscope, you only want to pick one format. Landscape is the best. Okay. So then one of the other upgrades is that now you can feed directly to Facebook, Twitter, and what is the other one, Nishay? It's Facebook, Twitter, and
YouTube?
yes, YouTube. Okay. So Nishay tries to get me to do periscopes like every single day, and I hate her for it. Like
That is
she wants
so
to
not true.
periscope everything, everything.
Not true. If you, we've only done a
Yes, yes,
couple
it
of
is.
periscopes, mainly because my partner in crime doesn't want to do it. But more periscopes may be coming soon. um. Okay, so yeah, I mean, and for those of you guys who are on Periscope, the landscape format, that is a huge change. Like even looking at some of the forums and everything, that's what everybody was asking for. And just to reiterate a little bit of what Astrel says, because most people are like, who cares, landscape, portrait? Videos are supposed to be in a landscape format, and so it's easy to edit them if necessary, like in iMovie or whatever your editor of choice is. And then also like it lends itself to like being put on YouTube. And then when you post the video on, let's say, Facebook, you don't get that like weird black bar on the left and right side. And when people expand it, they can actually see you properly. So this is like it's huge. And I know I'm a nerd, but just trust us, it's
Yeah.
huge. um Now, as far as Instagram, you guys, if you haven't noticed, check out your feed, and I bet you now will see that not all the pictures are square. Some of them are like tall, and some of them are a lot shorter now, and that's because in the latest upgrade to Instagram, they now have a feature where you can actually post the actual size of your picture, which is huge. And reading articles on it, they decided to do that because they, looking across like different pages, they were noticing that people were forcing it. So you would see those ugly black or white bars on the left or right side or the top and bottom of pictures. And it's like, it kind of like ruins the beauty of Instagram. And so they implement, I mean, because it's supposed to be like this beautiful photographic kind of like layout, mosaic layout. So anyway, so make sure that your pictures are cropped appropriately so you don't have those white or black bars. And then when you upload it to Instagram, click on the icon that's to the left. It has like these, almost like these two kind of arrow bracket thingies off to the left. And then when you click that, you'll see like your picture do something, shrink down or whatever. But basically, that's just telling Instagram to use the actual size of it. And so then you go do what you normally do, edit the photo and post it. And in that feed, it will look like the appropriate size. And then they also have some kind of algorithm. So um, on your actual Instagram page, everything is still truly square, right? But it'll crop it nicely in a square format. But when people click on it again, it'll expand. So I will do a article on it, and if it's done by the time this episode airs, I'll include a link in the show notes. But subscribe to our newsletter or the pot or YouTube, so one of those places you'll catch it, just so you don't miss out on it. I'll try to do it before this airs, so then it's easy to find because I'm linking to it right through the website.
Yeah, and in
But
regards to
yeah.
the Instagram update, the the update actually makes your main page look cleaner because all of the photos would be the same size.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually better. It's way better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right. Um,
Oh,
and
and there's another update too. If you and look underneath the photo, there's like a little arrow that points to the right that allows you to share your post instantly with anybody that is has liked your page or whose pages you have liked. So if you click on the arrow, their picture will come right up at the bottom. And that's a quick way to share your posts with, other people, especially if you're doing a promotion or you're trying to advertise a new item that's in your truck or what have you. So you can go ahead and send it to people immediately if you know that they're not going to see it in your feed, in their feed.
mm-hmm. And then the last Instagram update, and this has been out for a while, is also when you upload the picture. So the bottom left icon is for you to tell it to display the actual size of your image, which is really cool. So you can have like a really long, beautiful image. But the other icon on the bottom right is linking to their layout uh, app, and which is great because I've had a lot of layout apps, but I like this one because it's kind of easy to get to. The two apps talk to each other versus like using another app, saving it. I mean, it's just more work. So check out the new layout app by Instagram. And it's just called, like, I think if you just search Instagram layout, it'll come right up. Because Instagram has like three apps: the main Instagram, the layout app, and the hyperlapse. So you can record like videos in like I forgot what it's called, but where it's like hyperlapse, I guess, where you could see like 60 seconds and 20, right? Something like that. So, anywho, just wanted to let you know of these new features. But let's talk a little bit about websites. So, Estrell's going to go first with WordPress, but I just wanted to give you like a quick lay of the land, like some of the ones that we're going to go over. We're going to go over WordPress, Wix, Weebly, Shopify, Squarespace, and then also talk about some of the other websites where you're just like maybe posting products like Etsy and Shopteeks. And like I said before, it really just depends on what you need for your business. Not all businesses want products to be sold on their page. Not all businesses want multiple pages. Sometimes, like a one page layout works for you. You just want people to know who you are and link to your social media. But no matter what your needs are, everyone needs a website because this day and age, everyone expects a business to have one and everyone expects that website to look good.
Yeah. So the first one I want to talk about is WordPress. They have WordPress.org and WordPress.com. Now, WordPress.org is self-hosted, and that's really the most common one. And then there's WordPress.com, which is free, and it's hosted by WordPress on the WordPress server. So the one that Nisha and I use is actually WordPress.org. We have several different websites, like with the starterfashiontruck.com, findafashiontruck.com, and then also our personal websites are hosted on WordPress.org. And it's actually where you buy your domain and you link it up with WordPress. And it's the thing with WordPress. I'll let Nisha get into the more technical stuff because she's a person using it. But as far as a layman like myself, somebody who's new to WordPress, it was a huge learning curve. Like it's to when I first started, it was so difficult. Like I wanted to just cry because I didn't know, what the stuff was. So I was always harassing the Shay to kind of walk me through the lay of the land. But once I got it, I felt more comfortable using it. So just know that if you're not familiar with websites, WordPress.org, it might not be the way to go for you unless you're using like a developer or a graphic designer to help you out. So I'll let Nisha talk about the more in detailed options of WordPress.org.
Well, so it's funny. Self-hosted, and So for just to back up for people who are like, what the heck does self-hosted mean? It means that you're paying a hosting site like Bluehost or GoDaddy or whatever else is out there to host your website. Like it's a server where your website lives. And then, so for example, I'm on Bluehost and Estrell's on Bluehost. And so Bluehost has like where you can install WordPress. So once you purchase your domain, you set up you can install like WordPress on that particular on your server, and then once that's set up, then you'll be able to log into the what's called the back end of the website and begin doing things like choosing a theme and choosing plugins. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming for people because there's more freedom, which is why we love it. Normally for WordPress, they have free themes out there, but usually I buy the premium themes, which can range between $30 and $45 depending on what you need. Most plugins for WordPress are free too, unless you really need something that's specialized. But it's real easy to customize it. And even on our startafashiontruck.com for our like branding and consulting services, we have a plugin called WooCommerce, and that syncs into our PayPal account. So then people can like easily purchase those services. So if you are adventurous and you don't mind learning something new, then WordPress is awesome because there's nothing
Yeah.
you can't do with it.
And also know that with the self-hosted option, there is a fee for that. So if you're on a budget, just know that whoever you choose, like research the hosting service before you invest your money because you want to go with a reliable one. And you can Google like the top hosting services and just choose from there. But there is a fee. So they usually charge for basically the hosting. Then you have a privacy option. So just look into that. And if you can afford what they offer, then, go for it. But there is a fee.
Some other free websites, like if you're just trying to start up like a quick website, is Wix and Weebly. Those seem to be pretty popular too. You guys may have heard me speak not so fondly about Wix in past episodes, but it's only because it's not because Wix is bad. It's because sometimes the Wix is abused, and usually when I see bad websites, they've been built on Wix. I don't know why.
Oh, and GoDaddy. Those are some
Yeah.
not so good.
Yeah. Anything when you use a hosting platform to build, like create a website, usually that's all wrong. I don't even think I've ever seen really too many GoDaddy sites, but Wix and Weebly, they're also free, and I believe you could buy like your domain name with that too. Just know with Wix, Weebly, WordPress.com, it comes down to the theme. Choose an awesome theme, have awesome photography, and have content that makes sense. And no matter what platform you choose, it'll work. Because even on our last, I believe it was the last podcast, or was it the one before that, she used a Wix website and it looked beautiful. It was
Yeah.
great, you know? So it's really like picking that right theme, the right colors, the right photographs, and it'll work. Now, if you say, well, which should I choose? Should I choose Wix, Weebly, WordPress.com? Like, what's the benefit over one versus the other? Yeah, it's, which one has themes that you like?
Right.
Which one has a back end interface that is intuitive and easy to use? You talk to different people, even in our Let's Talk About Fashion Truck Facebook page group. There are people Team Wix, there's people Team Weebly, and there are people Team WordPress, be it .com or self-hosted. Um, I would just do your research and just really pick the one that has like the theme that works for you. Know that Weebly also, I'm looking on their website now, they also have um, where you can like get it for free, or you could get it a starter for $8 a month, where it's your own domain name. You can remove the Weebly branding, which is so important. I think that's another thing. Like, unless it's something like Shopify and you're trying to like let people know that they could trust putting their credit card onto your site, you do not want Wix or Weebly at the bottom of your page, or
Yeah.
WordPress.
That's
Like,
like
it's
with photos that you share on social media and they have like the company's name or the app name at the bottom of the photo. That's just
yeah,
it's
it
not a
just
good look.
looks no, is it screams like it screams amateur.
Right.
Because then people are like, oh, well, is this like a true business? Like they're probably using the free version of this. So
Yeah.
if try not unless it's something like Shopify, and I only say that because I think the benefit of that is the trust factor for shoppers. But for other stuff like Wix, Weebly, WordPress, don't have it at the bottom of the page. Um, and they have a $12 one and then a $25 business one. And the business one for Weebly allows you to do e-commerce. It says fully integrated e-commerce and all available features, the complete package. And you get 1 year domain free. So it's it's about research. Figure out which one fits your budget and which one has the best themes and which one you can trust, and which one integrates with your point of sale system if you've
And
chosen one already.
And also, I want to touch on the research thing. If you choose the self hosting option, you definitely want to research the hosting service that you choose because you don't want to go with a janky hosting service just because it's cheap. Because just know that if their servers go down, your website is down. So
Mm-hmm.
just know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we've gone over kind of free sites, but also like how you could do the paid versions of those. And those are for like basic sites that don't have e-commerce integrated, but of course you could upgrade some of them to include that e-commerce, right? Which makes it confusing, right? But then you have uh, Shopify and Squarespace. So these right now are like really, really popular. And Shopify starts at $9 a month. That's their light version. You'll see, like, when you go there, you'll see they'll probably like try to start you off with the $30 one, the basic one, but know that they do have like what they call the light plan. So it's nine, you got $29 for the basic, 79 for the pro, and 179 for the unlimited. Now, because Shopify has been mentioned so much in the fashion, in the Let's Talk About Fashion Trucks group, I went ahead and I switched one of my sites, which is huge for me because I am WordPress junkie, to Shopify, mycreativeroute.com. So I'll kind of keep you guys up to get date with that and let you know kind of what I've learned from it. We recently did a Periscope about it, just showing the back end of it. It was easy to set up. I set it up over the weekend. I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
I
the
paid,
website looks awesome. It
thank
does.
you. And it was easy. The theme, I picked one of their premium themes, I feel like a good investment.
So,
So
how much was the premium theme?
it was like $170.
Did you say 170?
I did. But if you think
Okay.
but if you think about so when I said so for WordPress, the premium themes normally range from $30 to $50 or $30 to $45. And that's like the norm. The ones that have e-commerce tend to be more expensive, like $50. And that's like you could go on Theme Forest for like, and we'll have links in the show notes for like some of the more premium ones. But then you'll go to other people's sites that have like girly themes or e-commerce themes or whatever, and those are $79. Anything with e-commerce tends to be more complex, needs more updates, and tend to be more expensive. So with the Shopify, the theme that I choose was a lot more expensive. But it was easy and it was a good theme. Like it was worth every penny. And as someone who's dabbled in web design and knows development, you know, I had no issues paying for it. And I figure most people wouldn't pay for it, so that's less people that would have the same theme that I
But
have.
and then okay, so I even though I know it was expensive, the theme that you chose and how you designed it, it looks legit. It looks
Yeah.
like I would have no problems like saying, okay, I want to buy something and feel secure that I'm not going to get like hacked or whatever. So, but it
Yeah.
looks good.
And it's one time you pay. I pay for the theme I wanted. They now no, I know some people right now are saying what that's so expensive. They have free themes. They have free themes. They have cheaper themes. I just decided to pay for one of the more expensive ones that they were featuring because I love the layout. And it's like it's an investment in my business. Like people might spend that at Best Buy over the weekend or online at Amazon, but for me it was a worthwhile investment. But you don't have to go crazy with a premium theme. You could go with a more affordable one. And then you have Squarespace, and Squarespace pricing is the personal site is $8. Then you got business for 18, and then commerce for 26 a month. So all even the $8 one you could do e-commerce too. So all of them have e-commerce, but like the personal, I think it's like it says sell one product. For the 18, it says sell up to 20 products. And then the $30 one is sell an unlimited amount of products, right? So if you have a ton of products, you're kind of like almost at the Shopify price, the $30 a month. So either one is great. I chose to experiment with Shopify because one, they are now hooked into Pinterest where you could do the buyable pins, which I've applied for. So that means when someone sees your pin, they could just hit that buy button and buy it immediately. And two, if you have a Facebook page, you can integrate your products on your page and it creates like another tab or whatever where people can buy it. So Shopify to me is probably better for people who have a large volume of products that they're trying to get out. Squarespace is for if you really don't have that many products. So, I mean, Squarespace would have worked for me because it's not like I'm in anthropology or anything.
Of course, you will bring that up.
Oh,
Anyway, the
okay.
Shopify, because of all of the options, it just increases the I don't know. It brings the opportunity for more business.
Yeah.
Oh, I can buy on Pinterest. I can buy on Facebook. Like that's great. It's the convenience, the opportunity. I think Shopify is a good choice to go with.
Yeah. But not to say Squarespace doesn't work. It's about you, it's about your platform, it's about who you're trying to reach, it's about your budget, it's about it's like it's a ton of choices that you have to make in order to determine which one of these sites work best for you.
And which one is going to better represent your brand?
Yeah. And then we were just going to talk about uh, so you could have, let's say you choose to do one of the free websites like WordPress, Wix, or Weebly. Instead of like paying, like upgrading to an e-commerce version or trying to figure out how to integrate an e-commerce version, you could like link to something like Etsy and Shopteeks. So I'll let Estrella talk a little bit about Etsy because that's what she does now with her site.
Yeah, so on my astralrouse.com site, I sell macrame wall hangings and tapestries. I didn't necessarily want to invest in, the WooCommerce or any other option like that. So, because I'm a little cheap and I don't feel like I'm at that point now where I need it on my site. So, what I did was I created a link from my website to go directly to Etsy, to my Etsy shop. So, with astralrouse.com, I just created a link from within the back end of my site to say astralrouse.com/shop. So that is the link that I give to people when I want to direct them to my Etsy shop. And I also have created a actual tab in my menu to where it says store. So when people are at my blog site, all they have to do is click on the store and it will automatically direct them to my Etsy shop. So it's weird. Like if somebody was to click on like the homepage or another option on my site, like DIY projects, it doesn't link to another page within my blog. It links outside of my blog. It's pretty easy, but it's the cheaper option, I guess. So,
Yeah.
if you have an Etsy shop or Shoptiques, you can do that very, very easily.
And that kind of reminded me of something too. If you're selling at craft fairs or if you have a mobile boutique, the nice thing about Etsy and the nice thing about Shopify is they have and if you're watching the video, I'm like just holding up one of the card readers. So they have like a card reader you could connect to your tablet or your phone. And that way, you can easily collect payments. And then it will also, like, let's say if you only have 3 of X left in your shop and you swipe and sell something on your truck, then it'll update your inventory automatically for you,
And it'll also send out a receipt for you as well.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then Shoptiques, we've heard good and bad things about them. The bad things have mostly been about customer service. We can't speak on it personally, but in the group, some people love it and some people hate it. But we'd be remiss if we didn't even mention it as an option. But that's another place like an Etsy. You can actually just don't go to shopteeks.com. Go to shopteekswebsite.com. And there you'll see like website builder by Shopteeks. And you could build your own like product page, I guess, or web page on there. We're not as familiar as that, but that's come up a lot in the group. So we just at least wanted to put it out there. Definitely do your research and maybe Google like Shopteeks seller reviews or something just to like find out more about that and its option. But it is an option. And then some people, okay, if you've been listening to our website, or excuse me, our podcast, dang, everybody loves Square. So people might ask, like, how would Square come into play? But that's like Square is perfect, I think, if you have a website and you don't have any products on there and you're primarily selling out of your mobile boutique, craft fair stores, and whatever. So it really doesn't matter because all your inventory is being handled on Square because they give you an inventory list. They send out receipts. I mean, it's an awesome system. To my knowledge, I don't know if Square hooking into a website directly where like your inventory on the website is matched up to like whatever's in Square. So if you do have a store online that uses, let's just say, Shopify or PayPal or something like that, you would have to almost like manage 2 different inventory lists.
Right.
So just know that. So that was a lot. God.
It was. But
My
thankfully, we're done now.
My mouth is dry. I'll just say, for those watching the YouTube video, Astro was laughing at my cup. I got it through
But
my
I was
pot.
laughing more at the pen you used.
Okay, so for those who can't see it, I have a cup that says "Best Day Ever." I got it in my Pop Sugar must have box, which I love. We'll put a link to it in the show notes. It's like Christmas every month where you get like all
Oh,
these cool things.
God.
And then she was laughing at this pen because I don't know where I got it, but it has like a flower at the top. And she said it's for like little kids, but I
It
think
looks like a dollar store pen that came out of the kids section.
I was
That's what it
thinking,
looks like. For
it's
all of you
really
who
cute.
cannot see it, just
And for
picture a dollar store pen with a big like plastic flower on it.
you.
But anywho, let's go ahead and wrap this up because we've been talking for a while now. So I just want to remind people that we have a couple videos posted on our website. Nishay did a video a while back about flat lay photography. So go to YouTube, check that out. It's had like tons of hits so far. It's very helpful, and it'll help you with your business as far as like posting pictures on social media and on your website. And I also recently did a quick basic tutorial on using PicMonkey, which is a free online editing tool. So go ahead over to our YouTube channel and check that out.
Yeah. And again, go over to the website and type in 30 or whatever to because this will be episode 30, and we'll have the links to everything we've talked about. And I know for someone who's just starting out, you're probably like, I'm still confused because there are so many options. Like, which will work best with my point of sale system? Which will do this? Which will do that? I'll just say this, my personal opinion. One, everybody should have a website, even if it's just a one-page website. Have awesome photos no matter what. My personal preference is a self-hosted WordPress, but I only recommend it if you really are going to put the time and effort into it. Buy a premium theme that looks awesome. Go to themeforest.com for that. And then kind of work yourself through it and get honest opinions from people. You could even, shoot us a note and we'll take a look at it. And if you can't do that, then we definitely recommend paying someone to do it. And then out of like the kind of content management systems made for e-commerce, Shopify and Squarespace, I lean more towards Shopify, but only if you already make a decent amount of money or if you really know that you'll be able to make at least, let's say, over $100 in sales a month, because then at least that way you're kind of getting back like your money. If not, you might want to start off with Squarespace, but I mean Shopify has its own reader, so if you're a mobile boutique, it might just be worth that investment. So I say WordPress or Shopify, depending on your skill level. And yeah, we hope that helps out. And
And back to the one pagers for the website. If you decide to go with just a one pager, make sure to have all of your contact information on there. That is key because what's the point of having that one pager if nobody knows how to get in touch with you or where to find you? And also have your social media links on there as well. If you are a mobile boutique owner, it would be like awesome if you had a picture of your actual truck on the one pager. Even if you have just a full website, just make sure to have a truck picture of your truck.
mm-hmm. And two things with that. One, uh, no matter what, everybody right now, I want you, and I think we said this on the older episode, check all of your links today. If you have Facebook, Twitter, or whatever linked to your page, go there and just click on it, because I can't tell you how many times we've gone to like add trucks to our directory or to find out more information about a company, and it links to nowhere. Also, our feature truck Friday for September 11th was Beautiful Things in LA. Their website is beautifulthings-la.com. They have a one-page website and it's absolutely freaking beautiful. I love everything about it. I love their logo. I love their colors. I love their photography. I mean, literally, as soon as you go to the page, they have a big, beautiful picture of their bus with the logo showing. And it's an interesting shot of the bus because if you're in a mobile boutique, it's all about the angles and it's all about what's in the background. Like nobody wants to see like random cars or people or something odd in the background, right? Unless it
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. You scroll down, they have like something that says like we're on the road, and you could kind of see like the reflection of this lady kind of in the glass, right? But it looks like really cool and she looks really trendy. And then it's like, please check out our Instagram and Twitter links below for our locations and the latest updates. And you can see the ladies there, a picture of them. They've got some more fashion shots of them and other people. And then at the bottom, they have links to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vimeo, Pinterest, and a way to contact them. So it's very simple. They don't want to sell on their website. It looks great. This is it. I'm not saying a one pager has to be like this, but this is an example of a one pager that was done well.
And I love at the bottom that feature where they have the mirror image of their business name at the bottom. It's just something really cool and funky that adds to this one pager.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, and we kind of mentioned like, if possible, you don't need anything on the bottom saying where your website was built, like WordPress, Wix, Weebly. They don't they don't have that. So no clue unless I tried to look at the source code or whatever. I don't know what this was built in, but I know it's awesome. So
See,
uh
Nashay is a geek when she mentions source code. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to get to it. So just ignore her. Source code. Oh my God.
Okay, it is kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Sorry, nerded out there for a
Right.
second.
Nerd alert.
Well, all right. Oh, and also, please, people, go to our um, podcast page, and which is startedfashiontruck.com/podcast, and leave us a message, leave us a question. But most importantly, if you are a boutique owner, mobile or not, just say, hey, my name is so and so. I own blah, blah, blah. And I love being a boutique owner because X, Y, and Z. We're trying to, get a few recordings together to maybe broadcast in the future. And it's a great, way to promote your business. And we just like hearing from you guys. We like when you guys send us emails and all that good stuff. So it'll be just cool just to kind of hear your voice.
Yes. So I know I've mentioned this several times before, but you know where I'm going. If you can go to iTunes, type "Can I Park Here" in the search, and go ahead while you're there and just click on that fifth star.
Wow.
We'd appreciate it. Leave a review if you must, and share it. Let everybody know about the Can I Park Here podcast because it's awesome, in my opinion. So,
Wow. Biased opinion.
right, my biased opinion.
But share, because we do want to, and it's like pretty hefty, right? But we do want to try and get to like 50,000 like downloads by the end of the year, and kind of like you with our business, like, at the beginning of this, we're aspiring business owners. Our business venture is a little different than yours. So basically, our stuff will come from sponsors and products that we create, the revenue and the ability to do this. So by getting more downloads and getting more love, we could get sponsors on the website, and that allows us to keep going because then this becomes a profitable business to help us sustain ourselves. And we've got, I think, some cool things on the horizon that will allow you to help even support us as we support you. So kind of look out for those things. And again, we really appreciate all of your support. And check
Yes,
us
we
out
do.
on Yeah. Check us out on everything: Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, all of it. Just search Find a Fashion Truck and we'll come right up. In particular for Instagram and Twitter, uh, look for FFT underscore official underscore. But yeah, searching Find a Fashion Truck, we should pop right up.
Yes, so we hope you enjoyed this super, super long episode. We only intended, keep in mind, we only intended for this to go like 20 minutes. I don't understand how we always exceed our limit, like what we tell ourselves.
It's like light coming in the window
I don't
now.
understand.
You can actually see me on the video now. I mean, we've been talking so long. Like probably during the video, you'll see things go from dark to light.
Yeah. And then keep in mind that we've been talking, like we talked about 30 to 40 minutes before we even started recording. So let me look at the timer. It says an hour and 45 minutes that we've been talking, just just the two of us. And I like my stomach is growling. I'm like, I hope they don't hear this in the microphone.
Well, I had a delicious Dutch baby.
But just know that okay. Just know that we only intended to keep this short and we appreciate you staying on the line listening to us. So, and you video people on YouTube, we apologize for
Yeah,
all that has gone down
right. And my
on the
phone
video
rang
end.
twice. Like, I know. Hey, this
So,
is live. We keep it real here. There's no fakeness. You're not going to get anything heavily edited, and we're not trying to be all beautified. What you get is just real people. Like, we don't know how to be anything else but ourselves.
so with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and end this. It has to be done, Nisha.
Okay, can I
So,
put one more request out?
okay.
My only request is we're trying to come up with a fall lineup of people to interview. Need your help. If you know any cool mobile boutiques or boutiques in general, or event planners or anybody like that you think we should interview, please email us at info@findafashiontruck.com, or send us a Facebook message, a Twitter message, Instagram message. We check all of those, but just let us know, like, ooh, can you get so and so on, or ooh, can you get X on? We've already contacted a ton of really cool trucks. It's so weird. It's like busy season, so it's trying to like catch everybody like at the right time, because there's as soon as the fall hits, I feel like everybody's out there selling. So it's just trying to make sure the timing is right. But we're always looking for, you know, trucks or other businesses we don't know about that we could possibly interview. So
Even somebody who would be able to give inspiration or motivation to aspiring small business owners, or even influential fashion bloggers. That would be kind of awesome too.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, that was it.
Okay, finally. So, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for parking here.
Deuces. God.